Hi, my name is Colby Sharp. I'm a fifth grade teacher in Michigan. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. And one of my favorite ways to do that is by talking about amazing books. And that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the book, Born Behind Bars by Padma Venkatraman. It's so good. You may know her work from The Bridge Home, which was an absolutely mesmerizing, unforgettable book. And she's back and she is just going to blow your mind. So this story takes place in India, and it starts off with the main character, a boy named Kabir, who lives in jail. And he has lived in jail his entire life because when his mother was placed in jail, she was pregnant with him. And her mother was with a man that they have different religions, and so there was all kinds of issues. So like they couldn't tell their families, and his father would come and visit his mother in jail for a while, but like he hasn't been there in years and they don't ever hear from him, so they don't know what's going on. And you get a chance to experience how awful this particular jail in India is, especially for a child. It's so sad, but at the same time, there's all these loving people who have like helped raise him and helped educate him and helped him to, make it this far in life and have a shot. Well, there's a new warden in the jail, and this warden's like, that kid is at a certain age where he can't live here anymore. So his uncle, Kabir's uncle, comes to pick him up, but it's not really his uncle. And so he has to like escape this before he's like basically sold into like child trafficking, and he has to like go and do all this awful labor. He's like escape, and then he's out on the streets, right? And he's never even been out of jail. Can you imagine? Like you've never been anywhere. You've never seen like streets or like houses or a lake or a river or an ocean. And then all of a sudden you have like nothing and you're all alone. Thankfully, there's this amazing girl named Rani, and she got like this little bird, and she's a kid that lives on the street, and she's kind of got to figure it out. And she's kind of got to figure out some ways to make money. She sleeps in a tree. She's got all these things figured out, and they become fast friends, and they get each other and they see each other. But the whole time, Kabir wants to know what's going on with his family. And it's just an amazing story about a couple of kids who don't really fit in, who are trying to do something pretty remarkable for each other. And it's so interesting to just see two children meet, and through acts of kindness from both of them, how quickly that bond of friendship can be made, especially in a world where all around them is hate and anger and fighting because of religion, because people don't have their basic needs, because people don't like people for all kinds of reasons. But here these two kids are, and they just get it. And I think it's a beautiful story about what is possible, and a beautiful story about the power of friendship, and also like the birth of a friendship. I read this book just shortly before heading back to school for New Year, and it just gave me so much hope to think about new friendships and kids coming together. We were in a school last year where all of our kids had to be in their own classrooms, sitting in rows away from each other. They couldn't interact with any other kids, and that did a number on friendships. And some of the friendships they had, they couldn't see those kids because they were with another teacher, so they like didn't see their best friend for like all of elementary school. They only saw them on the bus. And it just gave me so much hope. Reading this book gave me so much hope heading back into the classroom to think about what's possible with children and the things that they can do. Another thing, I almost forgot to mention this, but I love all of the white space, right? You see these paragraphs are short, a few sentences, most of them. And I feel like that's very, very, very inviting for my readers. So just a little tidbit that your readers might also like and not overwhelm them. So I think this is a great book. Upper elementary, middle school readers are going to love it, just like they did The Bridge Home. Born Behind Bars, highly recommended. I hope you check it out. I hope you like it as much as I did. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.